Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do Friday's show. Let's do Friday's show. Let's do it. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's gonna be okay, bud. I am Ben Kissel on Instagram at BenKissel1, joined by Jerry Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerry, that's Jerii, and Kyle Plouffe.
Hi.
At Kyle Plouffe. Thank you. Yuck.
Hello.
No. How about no?
Goodbye.
Okay, thank you. Who the hell was here? Who was that? Wow. All right, watch us live on Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Also, shoot us an email, okbudpod@gmail.com. YouTube and Patreon, that's where you can watch the shows. Now, YouTube obviously won't be live, but if you just want to subscribe to Patreon, that would be amazing for us. And you can watch every episode live and contribute and comment. With our ad deal, there is no more Spotify video for the time being. Hopefully hopefully that gets figured out at some point in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's start with an update. Remember the crypto bros who kidnapped that other guy, and then that guy was like, they kidnapped me and I'm really upset, and then the crypto bros got arrested for kidnapping and torture?
They had some friendly crack.
And then it just seems like they just kind of hung out for like a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and then all the videos were him doing a bunch of coke with a bunch of gals, being like, I live for this. I'm really happy that I'm tied up and kidnapped and being tortured by you guys.
Air fryer crack.
Yeah, air fryer crack.
Air fryer crack.
Yeah.
This is fucking awesome. So apparently one of the guys, when he was arrested, he was begging for his mother. So they just said that. Apparently.
That's the update?
Yeah, he ratted out his partner. So he was like, my buddy did all of it. And can I get mommy?
Where's mom?
Where's my mom?
So you got to know, if you're going to go into a kidnap and torture for money scheme, make sure the guy that you're doing it with isn't a total pussy that's going to rat you out and then immediately ask for his mother.
I know. What the hell?
I hate when people talk about their parents, but they don't say like my dad. They'll be like dad. Like,
yeah.
Dad wants me home.
Where's mom?
It's like, your dad, motherfucker.
Mom.
You know, I never had this opportunity to say, do you know who my blank is? Whether it be friend, family member. I've never had anyone in a high power position. But I like to think I would never be that douchey to say, do you know who my father is when I'm in trouble? I like to think I would never pull that card.
Right.
Why would you? What do you mean you'd like to think? Of course you wouldn't.
Yeah, but then, I mean,
You don't have a father that you could say that.
I know, but if your daddy is Daddy Wallbucks and all of a sudden you're in trouble, you'd be like, do you know who my father is? I like to think that I'm cooler than to ever say that.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I would have to be pissing my pants and actively shitting myself with a gun to the back of my head. And and now that I'm playing my Mafia video game, I'm really understanding a lot more about the Mafia culture.
Right.
And then maybe I would say something like, but you know, my dad will be mad and you don't want that. But I never want to be the douchebag who asks for his parents.
Now that one is good. But my mom will be mad and you don't want that.
You don't want that.
That's actually pretty accurate.
Or you just got to be born without knowing who your dad is, and you're genuinely like, do you know who my dad is?
Do you know who my dad is?
I'm trying to find him.
I've been looking for him my entire life.
That reminds me of that super sad episode. It was like Maury Povich or something, where the kid was getting screamed at by the sergeant.
Jenny Jones.
Jenny Jones. The guy was like, do you want me to be your father? Is that what you want? And then the kid's like, yes.
He goes, yeah.
He does?
Yeah, because he didn't have his dad, and he was like, was like, we need to go off stage now.
It was so sad because the guy was trying to be like, you don't want a dad as mean as me, and then the kid didn't have any dad, and he did.
Oh
he really
God,
did.
that's so sad.
So sad.
I think Jenny Jones, out of all of those shows, may have been the most emotionally destroyed.
Yeah, gratuitous.
That is horrifying, dude. That's fucking terrible.
It ain't good.
Anyway, so one of the crypto bros charged with sadistically tormenting this Italian millionaire.
Yes.
He gets arrested, and then he gave up his name, and then he was like, yo, my name is William Duplessis. My partner is William Duplessis. We have attorneys, but I don't know them. That's what he said. And then he said, can I get my mom in here, please? Because I am like, whatever. He says, he's from here.
I am like, whatever.
No, that's what I said.
Got it.
He said, he's from here. He's from New York. We live in the same house. Yes, he wasn't there this morning. So he was like being like, oh, his buddy is all fucking bad and stuff, and he's all good. And then he says, I want to talk to my mom. So anyway, whatever. He's going to have a horrible time in prison.
Is his mom a lawyer?
I don't know what his mom does.
Because that would make sense in that if his mother was a lawyer. I'd be like, can I speak to a lawyer? Also, my mother is one. My mother's upset.
I think he's just
You're
a
not gonna
mama's
want
boy.
that.
He's not a mama's boy.
Yeah, he gets in trouble and all of a sudden he's like, Mom,
That's
I didn't do anything wrong, Mom.
Yeah, like his mom is gonna go up to the cops and be like, "You guys release him right now.
You need to trust my son. He's a good boy.
My son says he didn't do it, and by God, he didn't do it."
He's the best son ever.
Oh, I think a mama's boy would leave mama out of it.
No.
No. They
Mama's
would bring
boy wants
Really?
mommy.
Yeah. They would bring them into it.
Yeah, I guess my mom did have to go cry to the principal so they didn't expel me a couple of times.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, my mom would probably
decisive.
encourage the expelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was like, can I call my mom? And they would be like, yeah, we actually tried to reach out to her and she just said to throw away the key.
Yeah.
She was like, nah, she doesn't want to talk to you.
Apparently he didn't remember his lawyer's name, so he said, "Can I get a phone, call my mom, and she can write it down?" That's what he said. So she can write it down.
But Billy, you're supposed to have all the emergency numbers on your forearm where I wrote them.
Yeah.
You're supposed to. He knows where he lives. Say your address, Bill.
Oh my God.
Bill,
So
say your address.
John-
you know where you live.
John Woltz, he's one of the guys. This is the guy, I believe, that asked for his mother. Look at his man tits.
Jesus Christ.
He's got-
that was the one that asked for his mom?
Yeah, he's got pointy fucking man tits.
Yeah, he wanted to compare breast size.
Holy
My
crap. He's got
God.
mammaries. No joke.
Get my mother.
He really does.
Thanks for the mammaries.
Thanks for the mammaries. Look at those. That explains why he wants his mother. He wants to wear her bra.
They are perky.
They are perky. I'm actually like, again, in prison, it's going to be really hard for him.
I can't shower in prison with these nice tits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Duplessis is a little bit cooler. He just asked for a cigarette. So that's pretty odd. I mean, that's on par.
anyone-
That
gotta
trumps the
smoke.
mom. For
Yeah,
sure.
you have a smoke. I just fucking tortured this Italian dude. Can I have a fucking cigarette, please?
Yeah.
I remember when my mom went and she was crying in front of the principal, and then I got to stay, and she gave me, and I got a clean slate. My mom said he needs a clean slate. My principal was like, "All right, fine, clean slate."
What?
Yeah, my mom was brilliant.
What
And
the
then we were walking out because I was still suspended, so I got to go home with her. And I was like, "Great show, Mom. Great performance." And she's like, "I wasn't acting, Benjamin."
Oh my God.
I was like, "I thought it was a good show." I'm gonna be a little sociopath. I was like, "Mom, you really nailed that in there." She's like, "I am serious."
You're like, all right, clean slate, Mom, clean slate.
Clean slate.
It's like. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, she was the best. She is the best.
is the
But
best.
anyway, she doesn't have a rack like that guy. Wow.
Jesus Christ.
What a that.
Oh,
anyway,
God.
that's the update on the crypto, bro. He asked for mommy.
Yes.
And Duplessis asked for a cigarette, so he's going to do better in prison than the Woltsy guy who's got huge ass man tits.
Definitely will do. And for those of you who haven't spoken to your mother lately, call her.
Give her a call.
Give her a call.
Yeah. And what if she's deceased? Then what do? Go to a psychic, maybe.
Then you put your hands up to the sky
Mm-hmm.
and you send that signal straight up to heaven.
Don't call Sylvia Brown. Speaking of those trashy shows from the 90s.
Well,
Remember her,
she's
the
dead.
psychic?
Yeah. She's an absolute sociopath.
Is she dead?
She's been dead for a while, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she used to go on Montel Jordan and tell people that their family died in ways that they didn't die.
Oh my God.
There was one lady that walked in. She's like, my husband's been gone for a while. She's like, he drowned. And she's like, well, actually, he died in the towers on 9/11. And she's like, well, could he have drowned in there? She literally says
The only person to drown in 9/11. Yeah, he died during 9/11. How? Oh my God, he burned alive or did he jump?
no, all the water.
Yeah,
It was all the water, man. Imagine someone like right before the towers hit, they just had like a debilitating fall like in front of the building.
yeah.
Injured their head, died that day on 9/11.
There had to be
nothing to do with it.
Yeah, there had to be somebody that was going to work in those towers that it was their. I've been watching. I rewatched The Last Final Destination. So there had to be somebody who was going to have a heart attack that day anyway.
Well, there's a woman.
And also, if that is the case,
And also anyone that died on 9/11 that didn't have to do with 9/11.
if that is
Yes.
the case, I want that subtracted from the number. Okay, so you say 3,000 people died, but if one person we find out was actually going to die because they had heart failure, then I want that person subtracted from the fucking number.
There is a woman that's still missing. She went missing on 9/11. They think she was murdered by someone else, but she wasn't in downtown Manhattan. She was like
That's
across the city
insane.
somewhere else. So
I don't know.
it's crazy.
They also did just find 3 new skeletons there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's horrible. All right, well, let's move on from 9/11 to a story that is lighter, but also kind of very disturbing for this woman.
Woman, never forget.
Never forget a woman.
Oh, 9/11. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah.
Let's go to China, shall we?
Yes.
A woman cannot stop having, you guessed it, orgasms. And doctors cannot figure out why. I have heard of this for men. Like sometimes guys will get an injury and literally they're just like, ugh, like all the time. And you think, oh, that must be fun, but it's like super debilitating and you can't have a normal life.
Can't go to your kids' recitals anymore.
I have heard of. I feel like I've seen like a segment or something of women that can't stop orgasming.
Oh, of women?
Yeah.
Oh, this is the first time I've heard of a woman because I've heard of the men.
I've heard of women not being able to come, but I think that's more of a user error.
Yeah, it's more of a personal issue.
I've heard of it. I hear about it constantly.
Every girlfriend I've ever had.
No one has ever.
Yeah, I heard the female orgasm's a myth.
Yeah, it's never existed.
Actually have it.
So doctors in China, they're baffled. This 20-year-old girl, she is in, they say, a perpetual state of sexual arousal.
Annoying.
Annoying indeed. And because of that, she is having spontaneous orgasms, again, spontaneously, but multiple times a day. The image that they're using in this article makes it look like it's really fun. They got like a super hot chick who looks like she's getting eaten out, and the guy is about to get throat cancer because he loves her so much. But it doesn't seem to be the case. This has been going on for 5 years. So since the girl was 15 years old, which growing up, it's fucking hard enough to be growing up.
First of all, you know what? If she was 15 years old when this shit started, what are the chances that she's just being goddamn dramatic?
Oh, you think so? You're not going to believe her.
Just
You don't believe her.
I said dramatic. I didn't say I didn't believe her. I didn't say lying. I said dramatic.
Well, she says they're thunderous. So they say thunder.
Show off.
She's having thunderous orgasms.
Quit bragging.
Seriously.
Yeah. Well, don't. The weather report at House Kissel it's not calling for thunder. I'll tell you that. Might be calling for some morning dew.
So trickle.
So, some people say, oh yeah, this sounds like fun. But apparently it causes, quote, significant impairment in psychosocial well-being.
Psychosocial.
And also daily functioning.
Oh.
Yes. So she was diagnosed with PGAD. Okay. Now, PGAD is persistent genital arousal disorder, which doesn't sound nearly as fun as I be coming all day.
Yeah, it doesn't. It also, I don't know. What if you like tried not to think about it?
Well, this is what's interesting. So they say it actually began when she was 14. They say it manifested, which is
okay. So
she has it on her vision board.
All right.
Just squirt.
Yeah, she's like college education, nonstop coming. Find a husband.
Money.
So she says it was an electric sensation in her abdomen. And following that,
that's not what you're.
That's what she says. It felt electric. And then following that, it began to resemble orgasms.
Did she have an orgasm before that happened?
I think that was like the beginning of it.
I think she's describing having to shit.
No, we do have a shit story coming up, though.
She's like, yeah, my stomach's all bubbly, and then it's like, constipated? Are you just constipated? It's like, I thought I was having an orgasm.
We literally have a shit story. We have a shit story.
Anal?
Oh, well, hello. Well, hello.
She just doesn't understand the difference between orgasms and pooping.
Sometimes you can get it compacted in there, and it might feel arousing. So, I'm just going to say that and throw it away.
Yeah.
We do have a story coming up where a woman literally took down a plane with her diarrhea.
Whoa!
It's going to happen.
We'll
talk about it.
All right.
So there's multiple remedies, but none of them seem to work. By the time she finally reported to the hospital, they say her condition was so bad she could barely explain her symptoms without being, quote, interrupted by an orgasm.
Interrupted.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now neurologists, they're like, no, this isn't epilepsy. At first, they're like, maybe you're having seizures, right?
Yeah.
But then they're like, no, you're not having any seizures. So after several weeks of
You
treatment,
having a seizure? Or are you just happy to see me?
exactly. Maybe she should try to give herself an orgasm and her body won't orgasm.
Yeah.
Reverse psychology.
Whoa.
No, seriously, yeah. Maybe she should just like date any guy.
But after weeks of treatment, yeah, I got it.
Kill it real quick. You know what I'm saying?
I got it.
Right,
Men are
ladies.
horrible. Women are wonderful.
Ladies.
I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. I thought it was very good.
Thank you.
Very blue collar, very woman, blue
Yeah,
collar.
Very.
So she had several weeks of treatment, and then the patient's the condition did improve, and she was able to kind of go out. But then they say it came back with vengeance. They said her orgasms
With a
came back
vengeance.
with vengeance.
They had to avenge their dead orgasm mother.
PGAD. Apparently, 1% of women in the U.S. have it,
PGAD.
which is a lot. 1%
It is.
is actually like, I mean, you can hit that if you're
I
playing
feel like
it.
that's like 50 girls.
That's like more than that.
Way more than that.
If there's 150 million, let's just say there's 150 million women. 1% of that is going to be what, like 15,000?
Yeah. Yeah.
Something like that. Is that math? I don't know math.
Do you think that 15,000 women are running around America coming all day? Have you ever heard of them?
I've
Where
never
are
met
they?
a woman that happy.
I don't know. I don't know. We need to get some kind of specially trained animal to sniff that out.
Animal.
Maybe like a cum turtle or something. Anyway, be very careful out there. If you're one of the gals who are constantly having orgasms, meet one of the guys who constantly has orgasms, and you guys can get together and shake and have a nice time.
And have a terrible, terrible life together where nobody stops coming ever.
Yeah.
They can't even touch each other.
No.
They can't do anything.
All right, well, let's move on. Megan Reinhursten.
What? I believe it's pronounced the stallion.
Megan Reinhursten, okay? She was on a flight, and the flight was forced to do an 86, which means I guess it was forced to land because she couldn't stop shitting.
An 86 is a crazy term. Isn't that what it's called in restaurants when like you're out of something?
You're blacklisted.
Is it 86?
It's 86. 86 the chicken nuggets.
Oh, yeah, you've been
You got any
86, right.
Or when you kicked out of a bar. Well, yeah, 'cause in the back kitchen, if you're out of something, you're like 86 that.
Yeah.
It's done for the night.
And they 86 the whole plane.
That's crazy.
Because it was a United Airlines flight, and apparently hazmat specialists had to come in
Oh my God.
and clean up because
disgusting.
she had food poisoning. This is what,
my God.
and this is the
She
crazy.
doing a headstand?
Well, we'll talk about it. This is the craziest thing. She got 20 million views on a TikTok because she decided to go public with this, which I don't.
Wow.
Whatever happened to shame? Not that she should feel shame, but also like
No,
I
she should.
Okay. She said, quote, I single-handedly got a flight out of Indianapolis canceled.
Wow.
And then she says, if that flight cancellation changed the trajectory of your life in a really negative way, I'm so sorry.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You gotta imagine the type of people that come out of Indianapolis too, and you're the worst one.
Right.
Yikes,
wild.
lady, get it together.
She says she had a lot of pain and suffering. Also, she is a budding actress. So this is a hell of a way.
What the hell do you mean budding?
She wants to be an actress, and that's why she
you're
went to
budding?
TikTok.
She was crowning.
You're right.
So she was traveling from Portugal back to the U.S. And that's where she says, quote, she felt a deep disturbance deep in her bowels. There's a disturbance in the fart. And she said, quote, something is brewing. Something is happening. And
Why does she sound like a freaking witch? Her stomach is a cauldron.
It's an old Sylvia Brown.
It's ominous.
she said something is brewing. Then she says something is happening, and I'm not prepared to deal with this. And then she said she had an undercooked hamburger the night before the flight. And so because of that, she had food poisoning. So the air passenger, so then apparently she went to the bathroom and she was vomiting, and then she started throwing up. And then she called the flight attendant over and was like, I don't know what to do about all this. This is a serious problem here. And then the flight attendant was like, we're going to 86 the whole flight.
Yeah.
And then they brought the hazmat crew on like she's a fucking zombie from the movie The Crazies.
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
cleaned up all of her liquid shit and her fucking puke. And truly, if someone was going on vacation, leaving Indianapolis, and this is the reason they couldn't, you have to stay forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Someone shat up the bathroom to the point where you couldn't take off.
You belong to Indianapolis now.
It really is. You never get to leave.
I will reverse course on this, just like the plane had to, because I did get food poisoning. I did shit myself multiple times over the course of a week. So I do understand that.
Yeah,
it
but
can
you
just,
didn't fly.
Yeah, I've had food poisoning before. I guess I've never had the pleasure of having it on a plane. Is that some kind of a Mile High thing that she has succeeded?
Yeah, I think it is. Poopy High.
Poopy High Club.
I actually kind of like getting food poisoning because it does flush you out.
yeah.
It flushes you right out.
It flushes you right out, and then bam, you're ready to go again.
Yes. So apparently, because of the shit that she took, fellow passengers were not allowed to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
So she says, I'm full body sweating. She was crying. She says, I was cramping. And then she feared that it was going to be like super embarrassing.
Yeah.
And then she said, I couldn't let that happen to me for the next 20 minutes. And then she said, I have more diarrhea than any human should have in their entire life.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
That's when she began puking as well.
That sucks. Oh, poor thing. That just is terrible.
And she tried to puke in the barf bag, but obviously she's shitting and she's puking and shitting and puking and puking and shitting.
Oh, what a nightmare.
And then ultimately she had to be wheelchaired off.
I believe that.
She got put in a wheelchair and had to be wheeled off the flight.
You're so dehydrated. Your body's like shutting down. It's so crazy.
Yeah.
And then they took her, they wheelchaired her off the plane, and then they just put her in the wheelchair right by the luggage claim. And then she said, I was left to fend for myself.
What? They just dropped her off? Toodaloo, lady.
She's not like an elder.
Oh. And then she says,
Why didn't they just put her next to the bathroom, assholes?
I don't know.
Why didn't they just take her straight to the bathroom?
Or to the hospital.
Or that, yeah.
She says they canceled the flight because of me. The hazmat team had to come in and clean it because they didn't know if I'd brought a disease back from Portugal.
Oh my God, that's so true.
She said, I'm a biohazard. I'm patient zero.
I am a biohazard.
So hopefully, look at Kim Kardashian. She got famous by banging Ray J, sex tape leak. Maybe this is her sex tape. Maybe this is the big thing. Maybe this is why she
was leaking all right.
She was leaking. She was having fun. She was being in a wheelchair, getting wheeled around. And then, she went to TikTok. She got 20 million views on this fucking shit story. So who am I to judge,
It was coming out both ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Turned into a fireworks display.
You're supposed to burn both ends of the candle, not throw up and shit on it.
Right. Holy hell. I mean, good for her for really exploiting the most that she can out of this situation.
In Indianapolis, ends burn you.
You know, and now she has a prolapsed acting career.
Yeah. So good for her.
That's what it said, right?
We'll see. So check it. Wait for her in the new Marvel. They're going to make a whole character out of Megan Reinerstein.
Mr. Poopy Butt Pants.
Mr. Poopy Butt Pants takes on the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of body parts, we've talked a little bit about breast milk on this show. Apparently in Dumbo, that's down under the Brooklyn Bridge, something like that, overpass, whatever. It's in New York. It's in Brooklyn. A breast milk flavored ice cream is taking over.
That's delicious.
Oh my God.
What?
That'll be delicious.
No, I actually like to.
No, what? Why do you? What?
Oh, I know.
Breast milk tastes good. Dude.
It does. It's very sweet.
It is.
It tastes like confectionery sugar in liquid form. It's like so good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yummy.
Wow, I had no idea. Okay,
Mommy.
no, I get it.
Oh, well, we don't need to add the mommy part.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I had a girl I dated in college briefly who had a little baby, and I got a couple of sips in.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Opened up the tap for you.
It was pretty.
Why would you? What?
Well, it's just always on the nipple.
Do you
so if
always
you're stuck in her nipples,
feel?
then,
Yeah.
Do you feel weird? Do you feel like a child?
yeah,
No.
Like, do you get like just sent straight back to you being like 3?
I kind of felt like a child.
Yeah, I would.
Felt like I was like, whoa, back to safety, back to home, back to everything that's good with the world.
Restart.
Yeah.
Clean slate.
Well, in Dumbo, they're taking this breast milk to a whole nother level. There's a thing. It's called Brooklyn Oddfellows, and it's got a dedicated crowd of New Yorkers who love breast milk ice cream.
This
Send
is
it.
insane.
Yeah, according to Charlene Rimsha of Mammoth County. This is or Mammoth Lake, California. She says, I was breastfed by my mother from 1974 to 1978 and a half.
And a half.
And a half. But I certainly don't
Why?
remember. I don't know. But she says, I don't remember that. But you should. You're almost 5 fucking years old.
Yeah, they shut it down in July.
Yeah.
That's it.
But then she says, so still, it mentally surprised me how much she loved this breast milk.
It
flavor.
mentally surprised her?
Yeah, because I think she said sort of what we were joking about. I think she felt like, wow.
Oh, it like took her all the way back.
Yeah.
Wow.
that's
Baskin Robbins found its 30-second flavor.
Unlocked a little, what could have been a traumatic memory. 4 years?
But I'm actually kind of pissed off because I'm finding out it's breast milk ice cream, but it isn't actually made with human breast milk.
That's good. I was going to say that would be wasteful.
I guess so. Or is it not wasteful? Because some chicks overpump and then some chicks underpump.
Yes.
Oh, really?
I had one buddy whose gal was just a factory, and then another buddy whose gal was, going out of business.
Aw.
But what it does include is a dietary supplement found in breast milk. So they take a key component of breast milk and put it into the ice cream, and it makes it taste like breast milk.
Wow.
Whatever they got to do, I'm in.
Jesus Christ.
Yes, and it just
Kyle just drinking all of the breast milk in his house?
yes, I don't see how his son isn't malnutritious.
He's probably just eating all like constant steak.
Yeah, probably. But in a disgusting turn of events, in my personal opinion, you know what the ad campaign said? You know what their slogan was?
What?
Just like Mom used to make.
Oh.
Which I think is kind of gross.
That's pretty weird.
I don't need that.
Just
Because my mom, I can't say, my mom didn't she made it, but she wasn't churning the butter.
Yeah, I know,
She didn't put a fucking, a spatula up her asshole and have to, make the butter.
She did, but at the same time, it was fresh every day.
It was. And so a bunch of people are really enjoying it. And, so if you're in Brooklyn, you go out there and get it. But then somebody also was like, isn't all ice cream breast milk? Doesn't all ice cream come from the udders of a cow? It just seems like a different word for ice cream. So there's some people being
It's
like,
true.
Oh, wow. Damn.
Congratulations, you fucking asshole.
I know, right?
I used breast milk as a chaser after a fireball shot. It was very good.
Jesus fucking Christ. Kyle, that is just.
Do you know who my dad is?
Right.
Does anybody know?
Does anyone know where he is?
Try to locate this man.
Can't wait for Caden to get in trouble with the law enforcement. You know who my dad is? And be like, yeah, that's why we're pulling you over. You guys are in a drug deal together.
yeah. Your dad's right next to you.
Yeah.
Sir, can you get that breast milk bottle out of your mouth?
Yeah,
Sir, I'm talking to you.
According to Dale, they quoted a guy named Dale. They say,
What the fuck?
I don't know. They say, I expected it to taste more milky, like more intense milk flavor, and it's not. So it's not milky. Anyway, whatever. She says, according to this chick, Addie Barnea, she is a 4-month-old, and she says, I've tried my own breast milk, and honestly, I don't think it'd be that hard to duplicate it. I always said it tastes like leftover cereal milk. It's a little sweeter than regular milk, and it's not a strong flavor. So check out the breast milk in this little store here. I don't even know what the store is, to be honest.
Well,
Tits are us.
I don't know. Yeah, tits.
Yeah, I think it's called. It's only 50 free scoops were doled out each day. I don't fuck.
Tits.
What the hell is the name of the store? I'm trying to help this company in Dumbo.
It's called Mommy Complex.
Yeah, Mommy Complex, the ice cream store.
Look it up.
I don't know. Just search it. If you're in Brooklyn and you want to go have the taste of a tit milk, then go do it.
Oh, Julie, you should go try the breast milk. Julie's
Yeah.
in New York.
Oh yeah, our friend Julie. Go try the breast milk,
Go
Julie.
try the breast milk. I think she's.
God knows she probably already has multiple times. No, that's not true. She's in a loving relationship with a beautiful woman.
She's there.
She is there. Oh, she is there.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
So
then
she
she
probably
is.
is.
Brooklyn Oddfellas.
Yeah.
That's the name of the New York Tit Milk Eatery. Enjoy.
Oddfellows, I'll say.
Enjoy. All right. Well, let's move on to the Love and Tequila.
Hey.
This is pretty phenomenal. At first, I was like, is this story coming from within the house? But it's not. A tequila gal, she was hammered, right?
Oh,
and then she went on the roof and she started to dance.
And that is not as weird.
And then she started to pull her pants down.
Still not weird.
And then she fell down the chimney.
That's kind of
Yeah.
weird. Wait, what?
She got lodged. She got lodged. So she's a homeless. She doesn't have a house. Unhoused, homeless.
She's one of our unhoused neighbors.
Yes, one of our fantastic unhoused neighbors who, by the way, please stop sleeping in the middle of the street. You're going to get run over.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to a person who obviously isn't able to hear this.
You don't know that.
Maybe they
maybe they don't have a house because they have Spotify Premium.
Yeah, maybe. So, a homeless gal. She was hanging out at this house in California. She was spotted dancing on a rooftop, and then she yanked down her pants with a half-empty bottle of tequila.
Nice.
Then she wedged 3 feet deep inside of the flue of the chimney, and she just straight up fucking fell in.
A little chimney cricket.
Yeah, according to Israel Alides, that's the neighbor, they say, I could see a lady on top of the roof. And then...
And I couldn't.
Yeah. And then they say she was trying to climb onto the chimney. She was pulling up her shirt, then pulling down her pants, just on the roof like dancing, and then I come around and I see her hands waving out of the chimney, and she's screaming, help, help, help.
And if it wasn't her house?
No, imagine that.
Then what if just a random lady just fell into your fireplace while you were like chilling out
Christmas in
in
July.
the living room?
Christmas in July, let's go.
And it's like, what the fuck?
Ah! Give me some of that tequila. Let's go.
Yeah.
So the fire department showed up, and then, believe it or not, she was acting a little erratic.
That's really
Yeah.
weird.
She was conscious, however, very ashy. She was pulled up by she was pulled up by the arms from the chimney from the firefighters, and then they swung her legs free. According to Jose Rivera, who saw the drunken debacle, he says, it was kind of interesting how she ended up there. She was joking, but then she ended up stuck there. She couldn't get out. You could tell after a while it was serious. So it did get pretty serious.
She was joking.
Yeah. Another witness added that her backpack contained a half-empty bottle of booze.
Yeah.
So she didn't even have the full bottle yet.
She's like, I'm all ashy. Anybody got any cocoa butter?
Oh,
It's a joke. It's an ashy joke.
It's an ashy.
it's an ashy joke. No, I don't. I think she needs to be cleaned up. It ain't that kind of ashy.
For real help, I'm burning.
She is currently being held on a 72-hour mental evaluation.
Oh, okay.
That might get extended.
It might. I mean, I think she was just.
It should.
I don't know. Out of all the things that, the people who like to drink tequila and not live in a house do, this is kind of fun.
This one's a fun one. Again, unless it's your house.
Yeah.
You land
Whose snatch is flopping around outside my chimney?
Yeah. I thought it was a raccoon up there. It's a woman. It's
Yeah.
a drunk woman.
It's Santa.
Jerry, get down from there. It's like, oh, sorry, guys. I was just playing. I just thought it'd be funny to act like I was in a chimney. Oh, shit. Shit, I'm kind of stuck. Wait.
I'm stuck. Let's light that fire. Light that fire. Well, speaking of lighting a fire, a dude won the lottery.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
In Florida, he won the lottery. And then how long did it take before he got arrested?
Oh.
I don't think he even got the check.
I don't think he did either. So a day after claiming 167, no, so he did claim it. He
Okay.
claimed it, but I'm not sure if he got the check.
Yeah.
He won $167 million.
Oh, my Lord.
So naturally, he went to the bar and immediately got absolutely hammered. When he was hammered, he continually yelled, I'm a millionaire! I'm a millionaire!
Everything you're not supposed to do when you win money.
Yes.
Announce it.
Announce it.
Start drinking your problem.
Yeah. Start fighting.
And then, because it's a Florida bar, a dude from Kentucky said, no, you're not.
Of course.
You ain't no millionaire.
And he's like, who the fuck I'm not? I am. You know who my ma is?
Just another day as a bartender. You're like,
Yeah.
God fucking damn it.
Yeah, you're like, couldn't
he
care
said-
less if he is or is not a millionaire. If
Take
not, don't
it-
shut the fuck up.
Go outside. Please fucking just go outside.
Jesus Christ.
So he was wearing only shorts and a pair of sneakers. He's covered in tattoos, which I'm sure he'll get more of. And he was real pissed at the guy. He was like, no, I am. And the guy was like, no, you're not. And so according
No, yes I am.
so according to one witness, they say he was claiming that he had all these lottery winners. And then another person told Farthing, that's the guy who won, that he was being delusional. Oh. And then Farthing got so pissed because he's a career criminal slash ex-con.
Of course.
Then he got all pissed and started beating up the guy. So then the police all came, right? And then officers were like, what the fuck is going on? And then Farthing, who was also with his girlfriend, said that the guy with tats was basically trying to fight everybody in the bar. That's okay. So the deputy said the guy with tats was basically trying to fight everybody in the bar. This guy came in acting like an asshole, saying, quote, I'm a millionaire. And then after being called out, he punched this dude in the face. Then the men were grappling. Then the cops showed up. Long story short, the cops ended up tasing him, and then he spent a bunch of time in jail.
Imagine if he gets injured and then he sues the cops, gets even more millions.
Yeah, right?
He's not going to do that.
So
what he's going to do is he's going to spend his millions on bail money.
Yeah. I think he's going to die.
Yeah.
He's going to die really, really soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's not going to... I give it until the end of the year, max.
Yeah.
So the cop was like, put your hands behind your back right the fuck now and get against the wall. But then Farthing was like, no, I'm a millionaire. And then he started to run. And then...
Why are you not acting like a millionaire?
He's not acting like a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
And then you see the other guy rushing towards him, and then he started to kick him in the face and punch him in the face. And then Farthing said, I'm sorry, man. And then the other guy said, save your fucking sorries for later, right? And then the other guy said, he's fucking going to jail for kicking me in the face. And then another officer said, he rode the lightning and he got taken down.
What the fuck, Florida cop? Jesus Christ.
I need to see the arc of him finding out he just won the lottery all the way to this moment.
Yeah, seriously. What an adventure.
No doubt. So he's being held on $10,000 bond. Who gives a shit?
That's nothing. He's a millionaire.
And you know how much time he spent total behind bars in his life?
10 years.
30 years.
Whoa.
He's only 50.
And so...
Oh, my God. He spent more time in prison than out.
He's going to go to prison. This is the guy.
And he actually won the lottery.
He won the lottery. And you know what? For 50 and 30 years in prison, good skin.
Honestly, he looks great.
Yeah, he actually does look pretty good.
Yes, yeah, for a white dude.
Well, you get preserved in prison.
Do you?
A little bit. The sun's not hitting you. You do get stressed, for sure.
Yeah,
you get beat up a little bit.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I think prison ages you
Yeah.
times 2. But
Yeah.
anyway. All right. Well, don't skydive.
Okay.
There we go. Skydiving final story here. Skydivers, 2 skydivers, they decided to jump together at a Montana festival, then they hit each other and they're dead.
Yeah.
They hit each other?
Yes.
That's not even the biggest part of the story.
Peter and the chicken their way down?
Yeah, and apparently this is the 4th fatal accident in 15 years.
That's insane.
Don't do this anymore. So a bunch of skydivers get together in Montana, and they all jump at once, and then inevitably they hit each other at some point. I guess.
Oh my God! And
They're not supposed to, but sometimes they do.
Is it that thing where they all start holding hands, and then they bring them all together, and then they pull them apart, like in the sky? Yeah.
Yeah.
Jerk each other off.
Oh, the old sky jerk off.
Ah, yes.
I love that.
High
Then your
club.
parachute gets stuck.
Oh my God!
Oh
on another man's
God.
back.
All
You
of us
backshotted me, man.
You're weighing me down, man.
holding on to the penis like a rope.
Oh,
Oh!
that's one way to survive.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the comments.
Oh, man. People are... Chris is saying when he wins the California lottery, his plan is to get a lawyer, a psychiatrist, and an accountant. Those are all good plans.
Yes.
Ah, very nice.
Yes, and if you win 167 million, you have $10 million to literally do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I would say so. Yeah.
At least. But yeah, make sure you save some.
Jeff also knows some people in his family that have probably gone to prison because he's saying 10K bond means it's only 1K to him, and that is true. You
Yeah.
only pay 10% of whatever the bond is.
Oh, is it just 10%?
10%, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So I don't understand why they say that it's 10 times more than it really is.
But eventually, don't you have to pay the whole thing?
Well, I don't know.
I think eventually you do. That's how they kind of get you over the barrel.
Yeah.
I think.
People are saying Boomer Simmons said this is character development for Kyle for sure, and he appreciates the honesty about the breast milk situation.
Absolutely.
Hilarious. Honestly, yeah.
Absolutely.
Kyle's
Yum,
a
yum,
little
yum,
bit
yum,
on
yum,
fire
yum,
today.
yum,
He
yum.
must have had an extra cup.
All right, everyone. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful weekend. Again, just a little show note. Because of our ad deal with Spotify, we cannot show video on Spotify, rather, because of our ad deal.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So join the Patreon, patreon.com/diebud, $10 a month. You get every show live. And people have been reaching out that want to do some like interviews and stuff. So maybe we'll start doing something like that.
Yes.
And we'll try to get as much content as possible out there. It's just us three. It's a 3-man show. So thank you all so much for the support, and check us out on YouTube as well if you want to watch the video. And do we have anything else? Merch is coming. We're working on it.
It's coming.
It's a little
Merch
slower
is
than
coming.
expected, but that's okay.
Yeah. People in the Patreon are saying, come join us.
Yes, come join honestly the Patreon chat. They're all fantastic. They're super
Yeah.
sweet. It's a great community. that we're
Everybody's
building.
bonding.
It's so nice.
love
you guys.
And thanks for all the kind comments on Spotify. I only got one. There was only one negative one where it says every time Ben talks about politics, I think he knows less, which is pretty great. So I was like, thank you for that. That's very sweet of you.
That's constructive.
Yes, support Death and Entertainment, BK Politics, and of course, OK Bud. Have a wonderful weekend. Love yourself. Be yourself. Hail yourself. Talk to you soon. Bye.